Stand corrected. WILDRIDER, wait! That lunatic's headed right for us! Gangway! A near miss deserves a couple of near missiles!
Hey guys, and welcome back for today's Transformers unboxing video. If you've seen my previous video where I unboxed this X-Transports wheelie, you already know that we're going to be doing WILDRIDER today, which is the DX9 version called Henry, with a little quote on the front side of the box. And this is the bottom, one side, the top side, and the other side is the same as the other side, and the back side of the box. And yeah, let's get into it. Previously I've already gotten dead end and drag strip in, which I brought along for the show. And inside the box we have, of course, the manual and a little trading card with some stats on the back side, a fold out transforming guide. Looks pretty clear, but I'm gonna be trying it without the manual, of course. Now I have to say that the guns on the DX9 versions are not that cool. A little bit lackluster on the details on the guns. The form factor is pretty cool, but could have used a little bit more detail and maybe more metallic look on the guns. But it's just a minor thing. They don't have a lot of accessories which come along with them. It's basically just the car and the gun, or the robot and the gun. As I took it out of the plastic, one of the exhausts fell off, but I guess you can just clip it back on there. You can just basically push it back in. This is what the car mode looks like, with nice red, clear red windows on the car. Very cool design. I really like the way DX9 makes them look. Now this is not perfectly aligned, but yeah, I don't know how it's supposed to be pushed in there, of course, but I can probably figure that out once I've done the whole transformation. Let's see if I can do it right now. There we go. That's better. So the front side of the car, one side, the back side, and the other side. Not sure if the doors can open. Slightly, not all the way. And the bottom, which looks pretty cleaned up. It's very nice. It's a bit rough on the riding part, but it does its job, I guess. Yeah, the wheels seem to be rolling pretty well, but not so much when it's touching all four wheels on the bottom, but it's still riding like I said. Could be better, but it's alright. It's alright. I'm not gonna be using it in car mode anyways, even though it does look pretty cool. Yeah, it's time to change the camera angle and see if I can transform this guy. I'll be keeping the manual close by in case I need it. So yeah, let's see if I can find an entry point and transform this guy. I already noticed, of course, that I can separate these parts. So let's just start there, I guess. Well, I got the top part done, I think. Most of it. Pretty sure. But for some reason, I cannot find the right way to extend the lower legs, because I do see that the upper leg is connected to this part, which is probably going to be his knee. But it's still stuck in a way that I don't know how to separate it to turn this whole part into his lower leg. I did find his foot here with his toe, I think, but I have no idea how to do this. And I think I had this with dead end as well. Maybe with drag strip, I'm not sure. But it is kind of weird. I know with one of those guys there was a weird kind of mechanism. And I don't know what to do right now. So I'm thinking about getting the manual to help me out with this, because I can't find the right way to open this up. Yeah, I'm gonna use the manual because I really can't find it. So let's check out the leg parts. Alright. In the manual they start off with the legs and then do the top part. Open this up. Turn it around. Okay, let me just tuck this back in. Never mind that. So, yeah, I'm not sure what these little red things are supposed to be. I think it's these parts right here, but I don't know how to separate them. There seem to be little switches here, but I'm not sure if that's necessary for that part to pop out. Ah, okay. Alright. That was not clear at all. So I'm just... You have to pull it a little bit, and then you're able to turn it around. Oh no, wait, you don't have to pull it. It was just stuck in there. Yeah, you do have to pull it a little bit. It's so weird. Pull it a little bit. Separate them, pull it a little bit. I guess. Now does that? That actually does it. Okay. Well, I guess that was the part I was missing. Yeah, that separates the whole part. Push it back in, I guess. Lock it into place. All right. So the gun has a little mechanism like this. You can actually plug it into his hand. The other end, apparently. And let me just check out his feet because they look a bit weird like this. But I do think it's the way it's supposed to be done. Let me just check it out. Yeah, I do think this is the way he's supposed to be transformed. Well, let me just give you guys a close-up of his face. Looks. And during the transformation I noticed that you can lift his scalp a bit. I thought it was to change the faceplate, but of course he doesn't have any accessories for that. But these little antennas were tucked in there for the transformation to make it more compact, I guess. So yeah, you gotta take those out, close it up again. Now they do look pretty sleek, these guys, like not the most muscular type robots, but more slimish. And that is the look DX9 went for. In the cartoon they are kind of slim as well, I think, if I remember correctly. So I'm fine with that. I would have just wished the same as for Dead End, for the chest to be a little bit more pushed to the front, because it's just a really flat chest. So yeah, I would have preferred that to be protruding, I guess, a little bit more to the front, but I'm fine with it. And I'm gonna be using it in Menasor mode anyway, so I'm not gonna be using them as in the robot modes. But yeah, pretty cool figure, I gotta say. He looks pretty cool. And a lot of movability is what I noticed during the transformation, so let's just go through that. Face 360 rotation, can look up, can look down a bit, slight wobble to the left and to the right, very nice. You can basically do anything with him. Maybe it would have been a little bit better if you could look up a little bit more, but it is what it is. The arms, you can move his shoulder like this and that. Arm extension, rotate 360 around. No ratchet, so they might get a little bit loose after a while, but we got some screws so we can sort of tighten it up. He's got a bicep rotation right here, and a double jointed elbow. Always very nice. Now the gun is in the way, but I can show you guys here. Double jointed, so that's very nice. And for the hands, we have a separate index finger, but it is curved like that, so you cannot make him point outwards. It's kind of sad, but it's kind of too bad. But yeah, I would have preferred if you can just make them, give them a pointy finger, and the thumb can move a little bit as well. So we do have some movement on the fingers. He's got a little wrist movement, rotating, of course, 360. So yeah, you can do quite a lot of things with the fingers. He's got a ab crunch, no back crunch, and no, he's got this little mechanism in the hips. So you can change that for a different stance as well. Hip rotation, or a thigh rotation actually. Single jointed knee, 90 degrees, can kick to the front, pretty far, to the back, about 90, outwards, so that's pretty nice. And then for the foot, which is on a ball joint, so you can rotate around, and the toes can move around like this. All in all, giving you quite a lot of options. With the proper balancing, you can do quite a lot of things with it. I think he looks pretty cool. So yeah, I got 2 more figures to go, Motormaster and Breakdown, and then we can get into Menasor. Maybe these joints are a little bit too loose, but we got some screws here, so I might be able to tighten it up a little bit. But yeah, it's these robots would have been better off with the ratchet here and there, I guess. Anyways, that's it for WILDRIDER. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Oh, one more thing, like this windshield during the transformation, it popped off, and I just left it off because it was probably gonna fall off a couple of more times, and I just thought, well, I might as well just leave it off. So you can probably transform him with this still being on there the whole time, but I figured it would just be easier to take it off. But yeah, there's that. Yeah, those hip joints are a little bit too loose, but I'll see if I can fix that. Anyways, thank you guys for joining, and I hope you enjoyed it, and see you guys for the next video. Later.